Pay no attention. Pay no attention to this. Pay no attention. Okay. All good, bud. Pay no attention to any of this stuff. I am merely setting things up. It was all planned to be this way. As always, if there's any issue with the audio or stuttering, please tell me, because I would like to fix that, or at least wait for it to blow over, but I do think things should be okay. Now that I've said that, I'm sure they'll crash, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, welcome back to Dragonfly Does Commentary for videos that have either good or bad commentary, or welcome back to Dragonfly's Xrd highlights for this beautiful game that I've played for so long, and which I don't think I'll ever stop playing. Hi Vits, good to know that things are okay on your end. I was feeling pretty good about my mumble setup. Okay, here we are. The instant I said that. The instant I said that. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention anything. It's all good. Don't worry about any of it. You know? I just had to fucking say it. I just had to fucking say it, didn't I? And that was like... I just had to fucking say it, didn't I? Damn, Guilty Gear manga from pre-Strive revisionism? That's pretty awesome. That's something I regret about my time playing Xrd, or something that is an unfortunate consequence of my time playing Xrd in a fairly low Xrd scene, and a fairly low FGC scene. I did not have a ton of opportunities to buy merch. I think my total Xrd merch collection is like 2 stickers. Actually, no, it's 1 sticker. It's 1 sticker of Dizzy, which I put on a leverless controller that I don't even use anymore. An acquaintance of mine went to Japan once, and he asked if I wanted anything from like the Japanese otaku shops, and I said if he could get Guilty Gear merch, that'd be great. And this was after Strive, so the only merch was Strive designs, which I don't like. Crazy idea. But he managed to get me a statue of, or a figurine of Mei, which is fine, because I like Mei. But it's not Mei in Xrd, and it's not Mei in the XX games. It's Mei as she appears with with different proportions and a slight redesign, because it's Mei from like a crossover with some kind of like anime girl crossover book thing. Very, very niche and obscure, but I appreciate it, and it is on my shelf. Next to the only other figurine I own, which is a Gundam thing from a Gundam series I've never watched, which was also a gift from that same guy, because he needed to buy something to get above a certain value to get free shipping. Anyway, we're playing Guilty Gear today, folks. We're watching Guilty Gear today, and we're not just watching any old schmuck play Guilty Gear like me, but we're watching 3 of the best players to ever do it. We've got Nage here, the Faust of Xrd. We've got Omito, who is the Johnny of Xrd, after Karanchu retired. And we've got Haaken, who is the soul player. Period. Just the soul player. Doesn't matter which game. And we're going to see Haaken versus Nage and Haaken versus Omito. It's Haaken versus Omito first, which is Johnny versus Soul. And that is going to lead into the grand finals that I watched last week. If you weren't here for it, I won't give it away. But yeah, sorry, I watched these out of order. But that's fine. Now you might be wondering, Dragonfly, that's 2 first to 10s. Isn't that going to take a long time? It might not. That's all I'll say. It might not. Anyway, let's get on with it, and we'll skip ahead to the gameplay. This is not it. This is not it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here's some fan art with a really fucked up aspect ratio. There's a lot of fan art for these guys. People really liked Nage and Omito and Haaken near the end of it. Near the end of this game's lifespan. And people really appreciated all of the League stuff being done. It was really cool. There we are. That's what it's supposed to look like. Vismund, this is a rematch in this series, right? Yes. Haaken and Omito played earlier. And let me look it up, actually. Elfelt Tomo, Johnny Raven, Elfelt Faust, Zadi Raven, or Izato Raven, Leo Faust, Leo Eno, Johnny Soul. Yeah, so the Johnny Soul is a rematch, and the Faust Soul is going to be the first one. I would love to show off all of this art because it's awesome, but there's just too much of it, honestly. Look at all these pins! Look at all these pins! Almost all of these characters are wearing white. It is true! It's true! And then there's Zadi and Zadi and Fumo and Nage just sticking out wearing big fucking bold colors. Okay, I'm gonna mute Johnny-O talking so it's not so distracting, but there's a lot of this stuff. This is traditional, by the way. This is awesome. I love traditional art. I love watercolors. I hated watercolors when I was in school learning how to paint, or being forced to paint, but I love watercolors now that I actually know. Wismond, I've watched so much of Omito playing Johnny, his clothes are canonically white to me. Yeah, it happens. I've watched, God, yeah. No, I've definitely had that experience too. I've watched so much Soul that I've developed the ability to read people's personalities based on the color of Soul that they play, which is a fairly common anime game thing. Okay. So Haaken is, so Majin Obama is saying that Haaken doesn't feel like he's comfortable in this matchup. And I think that's true. I think Johnny does generally win the matchup, but Soul has fucked up normals and fucked up movement and a fucked up hurt box to allow him to get around the normals. So that's going to be the establishment of how the neutral is played. I've been using watercolor in some of my thumbnails. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been seeing, I've seen some of the images and stuff you shared on Blue Sky. It's really cool. I haven't watched any streams because I just don't have time to watch people's streams. But it's cool. It's really nice. Yeah, very patient. You can like Hawkins' style of Soul is very unique, and because he played Potemkin. This is a great example of the matchup, though. This would be a pretty safe gun flame against most characters, but Mistfinder is fucking stupid because it ignores projectiles, or it deletes projectiles, and then it just keeps going. So, yeah, so Soul loses there even to level 1 Mistfinder, and that gives Johnny a pretty significant edge. Oh, nice. Bad burst from Omito there. Oh? Oh, we tried to go for this, the really try-hard confirmed 5H counter-hit instant air dash loops. That works only on standing Johnny, because he's tall, but he was too close, actually, for that to work. Yeah, now with Johnny coined up, okay. Combo's gonna end in the corner. Dashing dust loop, we love to see it. Ooh, nice. Omito was probably looking for a way to spend all that meter, but he didn't want to take immediate action because he was worried about the meaty and timing a backdash. Wait, what is that? What did Soul just do? He blocks it, and then it's like, what is that? Close? Huh. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, close S2S, makes sense. I saw the startup frame of that, and I thought it was 6p. Nice. Oh? He just gets hit by it? Yeah. Coins on level, yeah. You know, I was talking to somebody about Johnny's hurt box. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, sorry, Haaken. I didn't realize you were trying to do the really, really big boy combos. Instant air dash, SDP. Oh no, that's a disaster. He's dead, right? Yeah, you can go into super here. Okay. Sure, okay. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and jump ahead by 30 seconds. We went for something more stylish in the end? Yeah. He did. Haaken's like that. He just gotta flex. And I'm gonna skip past the 30-second wait time that Haaken forces onto all of us, because I do appreciate it, but I kind of have to get on with other things. Oh my god, look at all this neutral. People kept telling me that Guilty Gear's never had neutral in footsies and everything. Look at all this. Bandit Revolver as an escape option. That's crazy. They should nerf that in the next patch. Oh no. Oh, this is a huge amount of damage, even with the coin scaling. And now you're in Johnny jail, and all you can attempt to do is escape like that, or try to instant block it and like time a blitz or something. The only neutral allowed in the FGC is Street Fighters. Nothing else is neutral. It's true. It is really funny to me though that Street Fighter decided to reinvent itself to have fucking Guilty Gear Xrd neutral, where you spend a small amount of resource and slow down the screen and you get in. Dust Loop? Okay, just the regular Fafnir Dust Loop makes sense. Ooh, ooh. That is not a true punish in the slightest, but that's awesome. Oh, you got stunned? 2k to force you up on a yeah, see? That's a small little thing. Hey, look at this. This is one of my favorite things about how the combos in this game work. So, Johnny takes a shit ton of stun from all the heavy hits here, like the Fafnirs mostly, and the Bandit Bringer, and he gets stunned. And so Haaken, like, this is, like, the embodiment of Guilty Gear. Rather than just let the stun play out, the ideal thing to do here to deny your opponent the time to mash out of stun is to do 2k and force them into the quick OTG stand-up, so that they have less time. It's like, traditionally, stuns in fighting games, or at least stuns that I can think of, like in Street Fighter or Street Fighter 5, are way more like binary than that, where you just get the stun and it just sort of happens. But you don't have to like negotiate or finesse the stun. Vismond, nobody plays Sam Show, and it shows. It's true. And I say that as somebody who has played Sam Show. I played the old one, 5 special, and I played a bit of the new one. It's okay. There's a lot to like there. It's not really my pace of game. Oh my god. Ooh, after catching backdash, that's actually not a... After's only active 3 frames. Oh, and hi Revolver, I saw you leave your messages. Yeah, just cut the combo short and go into burst super. Makes sense. Okay. He got Johnny'd? He did get Johnny'd. Sometimes you just run into like Johnny far S or 5K or 2S and it's like, ah, of course. Good game, next round. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, or level 1 Mistfinder. God, could you imagine being able to do a meaty that kills Soul for doing fucking Riot Stomp on Wake Up? I couldn't. This complaint was brought to you by Raven Gang. Ah. Nice. Oh no! He went under and didn't get punished for it. Omito's just that guy. Yeah. Cut it short again. With the J. So the round start from both players has been very defensive so far. Oh, nice. Oh, that was like a regular ground hit on coin that led into this combo. Cool. Ooh. Yeah, Johnny... The 2H they gave Johnny is so fucking good in this game. And it's crazy to me that it has like a high attack level, so even at Mistfinder 1 it's plus on block if you mist cancel it. It is very difficult to look at Johnny Mistfindering you from across the screen into a wall bounce into a stable combo that does a shit ton of damage and try to identify what you did wrong. I think the first Sam show I tried was 3, don't remember, it's been over 20 years. Yeah, so the first one I ever tried was 5 Special, because that was like the one with the most characters. And I played a little bit of Sam Show 7, or Sam Show 2019 when it came out. It was okay. It has one of my favorite mechanics as far as style goes, which is the Isen mechanic. Because Isen was like kind of niche in 5 Special, but I actually love what they did with Isen in Sam Show 2019. It's the mechanic that is like the full screen slash that turns the screen red and plays the freeze frame cinematic. It's objectively like a really fucked up stupid mechanic, but it's really stylish, so I allow it. It's really authentic to the game. That's my standard for whether or not mechanics are cool. Oh, good lord. Okay, far slash makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if... I mean, Soul had like his own far slash at that distance, but there were a lot of other normals Johnny could do to beat it. Oh no. Yeah. Hang on. I just want to get a little... Alright, cool. I just wanted to get a screenshot of that. I enjoyed Danger Time screenshots. Neutral jump. Interesting. Oh my god. It is really funny to me that there's like a whole subclass of like pokes in Guilty Gear that are like 5Ks that just retract your hurtbox up and they retract your hurtbox up and they just like avoid stuff, and like that's just a property of them because of the way the animation looks. Like the hitbox philosophy in this game is very silly, but it is also somewhat consistent in that if it looks like it should be that way, then it will be. Tech forward DPROC. The smell of desperation. Oh, he didn't hit confirm. Never mind, you're dead. Fucking nodding. Yep. Yeah, yep. Yep. That's what Johnny does. Yep. Also, I want to point out Omito. In the first time we saw him, and in a couple of the other matches that he's played so far in this tournament set, has looked a little unstable or a little shaky. Like you can sort of see the nerves forming. But right now, right here, he's a stone cold killer. And this whole tournament series has really shown off how he improved as a player as Xrd was aging into its, I guess, into its twilight years. And I think that's really cool. Because a lot of people probably know him from that famous Evo Grand Finals with Nage. But there was a time when he was not one of the gods on Mount Olympus. He put in the work. Air dash back jump P, interesting. Ooh. Yeah, no combo though. Wasn't counter hit. Oh, I should have said this earlier. If you like the stream, like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Gotta remind myself to shill more. That was a sick combo, actually. Hang on, I want to look at that combo. He gets, what is it, it's Gunflame? He ends up on the other side somehow. Yeah, okay, YRC Gunflame. That's immediately in the YRC window, too. But it gets jump the Fafnir into a stable dust loop. This does so much fucking damage. I wonder if there's no way a YRC combo should do that much damage. I wonder if there's something going on where the Gunflame hit like during the startup of the YRC, so damage scaling wasn't applied the same way. He safe jumped this, right? Oh, but he didn't IB and punish. I wish I was Jonathan Guilty Gear and I had a fucking mostly safe hard to punish reversal super. The risk build-up helps there? Maybe. I mean, risk certainly does make combos do more damage, but I remember that if... That could be it, yeah. I actually don't know how YRC slowdown... Oh? No! I actually don't know how Roman cancel scaling interacts with risk. Oh no. Did we have a controller issue? What the fuck's going on? Did we have a controller input issue on the fucking arcade cabinet? Yeah, looks like we did. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Okay, so they're gonna be nice and they're gonna recreate the situation. And he's gonna make him watch an instant kill. Nice. Sadly, we do not have time for that. Although I fucking love the instant kills in this game. They're my favorite kind of super, which is a super that's only practical when things are already going in your favor. Okay, so this round is normal. Okay, so they're recreating the situation for the round, not for the burst. That's fine. Okay. Oh, counter hit. Yeah, I tried to keep it a little burst safe. Omito delays his burst. Air throw, sit your ass down, take this coin. God, Johnny does so much fucking damage. Yikes. Okay, well, alrighty. The thing about Haaken's style is that it requires such a amount of manual dexterity and APM. It's very hard to keep that up for like 10 games in a row against a character who does this to you whenever you get hit. You didn't see it, oh my god, so much in the other games that these two played. Good lord. You didn't see that a lot either, but Omito has woken up. He's like the slumbering dragon of West Japan who's woken up to breathe a storm of fire and terror onto the country for another 100 years. Haaken taking a moment to look pensive and take a drag of his cigarette. Bisman. But Johnny has to work for his damage. He has to get level 3 coin. Arc system works balanced dev. Yep. Yep. It's... wanted Johnny to work hard for his unblockables, so we allowed him to release his Mistfinder during Mist Stance Dash, so that instead of spending 50 meter on the ultimate high damage corner combo, a corner carry combo, he can just do it and then save that 50 meter to ignore the execution check of doing his Y-hander single hit. And then just do the RSC. I feel like, okay, never mind. I was going to say Haaken looks like he's lost, but he just ran forward like half the screen, so he's doing what he needs to do as a soul player. I love, as much as I fucking hate it when characters have air moves that are launchers, I do love the jump knee into Fafnir combo. Dust loop, Fafnir. Nice, oh, nice fucking backdash to make him see the X of shame. Yeah, single hit, there we go. That's invincible, and you still have to, even if this didn't kill you, this is my favorite fucking thing about Johnny Bacchus Sai. The cloud's on you, and he block strings you into the cloud being on you. So you would have had the dead angle earlier if you actually wanted to hit him, but because you didn't, even if this combo didn't kill you, which of course it's going to, the cloud would still be on you, and you'd still be eating the unblockable for breakfast. Revolver. Johnny level 3 looked better in AC plus R. Why it feels like a punch instead of a slash now in Xrd, I don't know. Yeah, it's because they wanted to retool it to, because they wanted level 3 Mistfinder to be good, because in the old games it was generally not amazing. So you wanted to stay at level 2. Oh no. Oh, you fool. Eating an unblockable? No. Eating 4 YRC mixes. Oh? Omito just being a nice guy and dropping. You know, I used to think Johnny was like this really cool, stylish, high execution character in this game, so it was okay that he was fucked up. But playing against Johnny a lot, and playing against a guy who plays Johnny a lot, I've come to the realization that a lot of what he's doing in this game is actually not as execution heavy as I thought it was. Which is a bit of a shame. I mentioned this in the combo difficulty tier list that I made 7 years ago. Usman, that being a YRC is so fucked up. Yes, it is. It's bizarre to me that Zato drill YRC makes the drill go away, but Bacchus YRC lets the Bacchus cloud come out, and it stays there, and it keeps tracking you. Johnny propaganda is strong. You're correct, Revolver. It is absolutely very strong. Misman, Johnny was never an amazing character in XX, but he was the best character in X because he had free unblockable loops. Yes. A lot of Guilty Gear X was a very fucked up and stupid game. I was actually trying to make I was looking up some footage of Guilty Gear X because I was trying to make think about how I could make a point about how Guilty Gear has iterated over the years. And I found the Golden Roadie video, Guilty Gear X is hilarious, as well as some esports footage. And it's really funny to see characters do, like, shit that I know is, like, really incredibly fucked up and stupid. And people are, like, cheering for it in the crowd. Cough cough, Johnny single hits Y-hander. Full screen knockdown, meaty pressure. Yeah, Revolver, I'm glad you bring up that the Johnny level 1 stance cancels are the hardest, because it hits? It does, okay. Because it's really disappointing to me that Johnny level 3 mist stance, or Mistfinder cancel, actually auto times itself, because that's so fucking lame. Like, I hate that. Yeah, stance dash treasure hunt is cool, and I wish there was more reason for him to do it. But the fact is, he just kills you by spending 6 coins. Like, look at this round. He's gonna spend a grand total of like 6 coins in this round, and then he's gonna have like 2 more left for unblockables at the end. Oh man, okay. Well, Omito's a nice guy. He just didn't feel like doing the unblockable there. Yeah, you're dead, sorry. Yeah. It's when I'm fucking around with Johnny, I always feel a little baffled at how easy it is to get level 3 with him. It is. It is. Like last year, when I was having a bit of a crisis of faith with the game, I made this list. I started making this document of balance changes I wanted to see in a hypothetical, like, Rev 3 update. And ultimately, I stopped it because I realized I was making it in bad faith. But one thing that absolutely should be changed about this is that Johnny should have not as easy a time accessing level 3. And I think there are a few changes you could make that would actually make it so he has to do, like, different combos and, like, think about the combo he's doing. Johnny can get more coins from a super that you can combo off of, so you can get level 3 again. It's true. You spend level 3. You do Stance Dash Treasure Hunt. Oh, man. Oh. Fucking nice. Imagine Elfelt getting free Pine Pull for harder Jennifer's input. Yeah. And it's not even like that terribly difficult. It's like you just sort of mix the inputs for two of them together. Also, I hope my voice sounds mostly the same. I think it should, but it's been really fucking cold here. I've been driving to work at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So I'm a little bit stuffy. Oh no, he's safe, right? Yeah, YRC, yeah. Super jump into an air dash, jump K, jump the into a dive kick, into a nice little finisher. This is a really hard combo that does like a lot of damage, and I wish combos like this were a little more emphasized for certain characters. But it is, like, it is sick. Oh no, the stream dropped? It's back? Okay, sorry. It's probably good that I was just looking over a combo in slow motion, then you didn't miss much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he spends the burst, makes sense. You can see the body language of like the way that Haaken's playing. It just seems like he's a little mentally behind the pace of the decisions that he needs to make. Oh no. Yeah, well. Revolver. Dash cancel is genuinely hard to do, at least for me, but the reward for it is just absurd. Imagine the latter part of straight down dandy giving juggle instead of damage. Yeah. Yeah. Like, to me, I find it sometimes hard to balance the line of what's, like, too strong with what's, like, just fucked up and stupid and overpowered, because, like, that's Guilty Gear. And it, like, I do kind of love the idea of Johnny just getting 2 more coins out of that super, but I would love it if, I would appreciate it if he ever had a reason to do it over just saving all of his meter for RRCs and YRCs. I remember when they released the final patch for this game and they said, you know, it might look weird that Johnny's considered a top tier character and we're buffing his unblockable, but wait 3 months, guys. We promise it'll all play out and it'll make sense in 3 months. Well, it's been 7 years. and I'm not sure that it worked out that way. Oh man. Yeah, RSE and a coin. Gaster, yo. Hi, Gaster. DP RSE is a frame trap. That's too hard for Strive. It's impossible for Strivers to block a frame trap and have the opponent spend 50 meter. Ooh. Take that tiny sliver of burst. You should choose between resource management and damage corner carry, I think. Yeah, that'd be great. I really think that there was someone on the balance team or who just said, you know what, Johnny's a cool character, he should be top tier. Like, I have to wonder if there was some of that old school Japanese arcade philosophy of just having a character who was known to be top tier and having everybody like unite to fight against him. Because I remember, speaking of Sam Show, we were talking about that earlier, Genjuro, the red-haired guy, in Sam Show 2019 was essentially made to be like that in the first like 8 months of the game's lifespan. Yeah, jump D not close enough to be able to Fafnir combo. Oh, that was a really nice idea on the run-up grab. Oh, 2 6Ps? Yep. Oh, did he actually caught the mash, but he was just trying to set up the fucking throw. Oh, nice. That's death. Yeah, you're dead here. Shadow Vincent, when was the last Xrd patch released? The last balance patch was 2.1 in, I think, March of 2018. So it's been 8 years now. In a couple of months, it'll be like 8 years. Which is a long time for a patch to rock. And I do think this game is generally pretty well balanced. It's just that there were a couple of like patented Arc System Works buffs and nerfs in the game that didn't really need to be there. I heard Street Fighter 4 devs made Yun as strong as he was in Arcade Edition because they wanted the community to turn him into a sort of heel. I think that is somewhat true, yeah. Because Yun had a reputation for being like the busted top tier in Third Strike, so they were like, hey, let's make him like this top tier in Street Fighter 4 and let's have everybody unite to learn the matchup. And that like can be kind of fun, but like like I'll put it this way, if Kai was the best character in this game, I think it'd be okay, because Kai is generally a character who just wants to interact with you really well. And Johnny is like sort of like that. You know, but like Johnny has sort of been optimized into a character who interacts as little as possible. So that it's sort of like undercut the whole notion of like finding cool ways to fight him. I don't know how the fuck Omito did a combo that allowed Haaken to burst there. Nice, nice. Oh, he tried to blitz back falling, but he got caught low. Like wanting a villain in your fighting game is such an old school like arcade thing, and I do kind of love the idea, but like you really have to measure it out very carefully. It also requires a certain level of commitment from your community, because a lot of characters who end up like that are like that simply because they're fucked up in the final version of the arcade patch. Yeah. Oh, Vitz, sorry, earlier you had mentioned that you felt that Xrd lost steam a little too soon, and the game needs more quality of life updates. I think it should, yeah. I kind of agree. I don't know that it lost steam a little too soon, because I think this game's community is uniquely committed to it in ways that other games aren't. Because it has that Guilty Gear magic, but it's also not, like, frustratingly difficult to play. And I haven't seen any other community, or I did not see any other community carry their game through all the lockdowns and everything. Through all of the years when the government showed up at our doors and imprisoned us in our own homes, and we were forced to play shitty video games online. Or shitty netcode online. Because, like, I saw people run net play brackets for this in, like, 4 frames of delay for, like, 2 straight years. Anyway, it's 8-2 for Omito. Haaken won, like, 1 game near the start, and he just won another one, and so it's just been, like, Omito the entire time. I'm still forced to play shitty online to this day. Yeah, that's why you gotta use that mod to somewhat help and at least give yourself a consistent delay. I tuned back in just in time to see the dust connect. I love that. Soul's Dust is actually like a really strong mix-up option because it's like 24 frames. It's one of the fastest, I think. God, I hate unblockables so much. I hate unblockables so much. Bits, I'm sorry to hear about that. I know what you mean about people in your city not wanting to play. I lived that experience for a long time. I had offline at least. If I hadn't had online, or if I hadn't had offline in my city, I wouldn't have had. I just wouldn't have played this game. And who knows how fucking terrible my life would have been. Oh no. You have one more interaction that you can potentially live through. Oh no. Oh? Okay. Haaken doing a very good job of keeping at a range where he's not going to die. Omito kind of... Oh, wow. Wow. I'm very curious to see what happened there. Okay, coin. He blitzes it, rejected. Oh, he was trying to move forward. He actually like input the run forward. That's crazy. And then he gets hit. That's nuts. Wow. So hypothetically, if he had mashed throw, he could have gotten it, but he didn't expect it. Kind of Vincent, the struggles of not living in a major city. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'm actually in a pretty big city for my region. It's just that my region was not a Guilty Gear region. They played other anime games, such as mostly Under Night and a little bit of Melty Blood and Blaze Blue. If you ever wonder why I always seem to bring up Under Night as a game that I'm not terribly fond of, it's because I spent about 2.5 years being told that Guilty Gear sucked by Under Night players and that Under Night was great. And then I played Under Night for like 2.5 years, and I realized this kind of sucks. Alright. Well, it's do or die for Haaken. He simply has to win 8 games in a row. After getting ranked down. Oh my god, Haaken was running forward at Omito at the start of this set, and now Omito is quadruple dashing full screen. He's gonna burst here, right? Yeah, on the Bandit Bringer. Oh, okay, alright, okay, yeah. Alright, we're playing. Ooh, counter hit, that's a round. And the beautiful thing about having execution like Haaken's is you just never drop those. Master, is he gonna get ranked down again by Nage? Man, I hope not. That'd be demoralizing. Oh no. Oh, he's just throwing money away. Okay. First time in 11 games that Johnny has been out of coins. Okay, it didn't matter. Cool. Next round. Man, Omito is just... He's just in complete control. That's exactly what I was going to say, Obama. He's doing double hit... Sorry, hang on. I want to... This is a sick-ass combo, and I want to highlight it. Look at this. 5k, 5h, Mistfinder, dash, double hit of sweep. I almost never see that in a juggle. Sometimes people see do single hit into stuff, but he knows. 2 hits of sweep into the standard air sequence into single hits. Why? Yeah, there we go. That's sick. YRC, air dash, you guessed wrong. I think you're dead? Now one more interaction. Autometer. Oh, no. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Is why YRC? Because fuck you for having to spend... Fuck the notion that you would have to spend 50 meter to set this up, or do a hard combo to set this up. Just do the YRC and throw a coin. Blitz on the coin. What does he get hit by? Does he... So there is a coin here. You can just barely see it, but there's a coin here. And I think this is what makes it... What hits him? Yeah. Because I guess he wasn't holding Blitz. And then the 2S combos off of that, and it combos in a Mistfinder. And he bursts, but Omito RRC option selects because he only spent 25 meter to set up the Yoki. And then he gets a combo off of it. Okay, I'm going to catch up on some chat messages here. We can take a little bit of a breather and we can empathize with Haaken doing the little esports nod. Shadow Vincent, I did not know that you lived in a small city in Sweden with only about 27,000 people. That's... You know, there was a guy who left a comment on my Rivals 2 video saying that he lived in Norway. I'm Mr. Worldwide when you think about it. Oh, right, we were talking about balance. Revolver. It's funny that Strive devs didn't want any villains, but Leo, May, Ram, Happy Chaos, Nago somehow were, and maybe still are, S tiers for like 3 years straight. Yeah, and then Vitz mentions also Soul is kind of fucked up in that game. Yeah, it's an Arc System Works balance philosophy where they're like, well, you know, this character is being top tier as part of his identity, so we can't nerf him really. But it seems like this mid tier has been doing too well for our expectations, so we're gonna buff some moves by like 10 damage each, and then we're gonna nerf some like thing in his kit that makes his moveset work. Everyone said Soul was actually nerfed when Revolver tried to play the game Season 2, Season 3. Yeah, well, I mean, I think the launch window Soul has like terrorized people so badly that a lot of people project that notion of him forward when they're talking about balance, even though it hasn't been relevant for years. Until that certain type of, that one T-word started playing him. You're gonna need to be more specific if you're talking about Strive, but I think I get the idea. Gaster, does anybody have the Karanchu versus Omito 1st to 10 link? I do not. I do not, sadly. That is something to look into, though. A-Rock, Arc System balance patches are legit mysteries, always like a change they make that makes no sense. Yes. That's kind of the fun of it, you know? Other companies just give you a balance patch. Arc System Works gives you a balance patch and some kind of fucked up bingo. Mid-tier getting nerfed, mid-tier getting buffed, low-tier getting birthed into top-tier, mid-tier status. Who knows? And Revolver, you make a good point, which is why I left this for last. You didn't like Uni 2 because you felt it was boring, and you don't understand why people call it an anime fighting game. It doesn't really have a good movement, it just has long combos. Yes, that was the issue that I found with Unist, or Uni-Elst, depending on how precise you want to be. Because that was the version that I played for years. I'm going to move forward here. The version that I played was like, it was essentially pretty similar to what Uni 2, or sorry, Unisys Celeste and Uni 2 are, but there was more of a discrepancy between the high tiers and top tiers, and the combos were longer and the defense was better. From what I've seen about Uni 2, the combos are generally shorter, like significantly shorter. In the game that I played against the good characters that I played, or the good people that I played, that like you would literally spend like 10 to 12 seconds blocking, and then you would get hit by a combo that lasted another 10 seconds. Or longer, actually. And it was, personally, I just really did not like it, because the defense in that game is very one-dimensional about strike throw. Like, strike throw is not just the primary mix, it's like almost the only mix, unless you're a top tier, in which case you can do cross-ups, or high-low, or unblockable. Because it's a Japanese fighting game, and there have to be at least 2 top tiers that just have unblockables. God. That reminds me of something. There was a... I'm thinking of Seth, actually, because he had the unblockable. Batista just had fucked up Oki that was actually like just like straight guessing. But Seth had unblockables, and the unblockables weren't even the most fucking annoying thing about him, because he could set up orbs on the screen that would fire arrows that homed in on you. And in order to destroy the orbs, you had to whiff a button through them. And they weren't like physical objects, so you didn't even have the option to Gatling cancel. So you had to whiff buttons through them, but you couldn't use an A normal. So if you put an orb in the air, you had to whiff like a jump B on the way up or something. And then it would go away, and you could just instantly set another one, and it was so frustrating. I played Merkava, who was actually quite good at doing that because of flight and jump B. Yeah, Under Night is a game that I find frustrating. I would like to make a video. I would like to collect my thoughts on it at some point, but I just have other things I want to do. It'll get done eventually when I have more time. Also, I guess this is a decent time to tell everybody I started a new job this week. I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, I started a new job this week. It's a 40-hour work week standard. I'm actually really enjoying it, but it is just a big commitment of time because the commute is a little bit long. We've had a lot of snow on the roads, and the road I use is like 1 lane of traffic for like nearly 20 kilometers, which is about 11 miles. So it's congested. Anyway, looks like Haaken's ready, so I'm ready. Let's look at some more sick-ass fan art. Okay. It's, oh yeah, Vitz, I did watch like a few minutes of one of your streams, and you were speaking Portuguese? Question mark? I don't think it was Spanish. But, yeah, so I you know, I love the enthusiasm that you bring to the game. but I can't, like, I'm past the point in my life where I can enjoy streams of people playing video games that I want to play in foreign languages, you know? Brazilian Portuguese? I thought so, yeah. Yes, and thank you all for the kind wishes about the job. It's actually a very nice job. If I described to you the industrial conditions that I work in, you might think it wasn't, but it's a very nice job. It pays well, the hours are reasonable. I'm not totally exhausted at the end of the day. It's all good. As my body gets used to it, I will feel even better. I have to say, I'm really glad that I started taking up martial arts about almost 2 years ago, year and 2/3 ago. Because if it hadn't been for me taking up martial arts and like de-aging myself by like 6 years, then this job would be absolutely murdering me, killing me, K-wording me, game-ending me. This job would be unaliving me. I would be brutally unalived and R-worded by this game every day. I would become restarted. Sorry, I'll stop. What job is it? I work as a welder. No, I don't mind telling. I work as a welder, which is something that I got training for last year. And welders, like, the job of welding sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. Most of the time I just do small spot welds, which are called tacks, to attach pieces of metal to each other, so that we can lift it over and put it in a robotic welding bay, so that all of the actual important structural stuff is done by a machine, rather than the monkeys with welding torches or welding machines that my coworkers are. Welder, you make swords? Cool. I fucking wish. I fucking wish. And I wish I could set up my own little hobby shop or something too. But welding is so fucking expensive. Like, you're really just tied to your company unless you build up like 20 grand to open your own workshop to get, because you need like, you need wire, you need a machine, you need shielding gas, you need power, you need lots of open space, you need lots of raw metal to work with. It's fucking expensive, but I do get paid well. Anyway, that was Haaken getting his ankles broken by Omito, because Omito learned the fucking matchup and leveled the fuck up. This matchup, Nage versus Sol, I think is like historically considered to be like even or slightly Faust favored. Did I say Nage versus Sol? Faust versus Sol. I think in this game with Nage, I think it's a pretty even matchup, because Faust controls the screen really well and like has really low commitment, but he is big when he gets hit, and it does enable like combos that are going to be a little easier for Haaken. And I think Haaken and Sol in general are like pretty decent at doing pressure that Faust cannot mindlessly crawl out of or up back out of. Guzman, Haaken bully hour round 2. Yeah, you're fighting against Faust happy face. Your opponent is Nage sad face. That's how I'd feel about it too. Fucking, by the way, sorry. I love this intro. I fucking love Faust. I'm sorry. I hate what they fucking did to this character in Strive and how they butchered him. This character is so fucking cool. Look. Stimulation, star. Geldeldiga Operation Tabel. Sure, fucking why not? God, I love this fucking character in this fucking game. This is why I play Faust in Plus R, because playing this, like, this item throw nonsense character is, like, exactly the kind of shit that I love. One nice thing about this matchup compared to the previous one is that the neutral is going to be a lot more dynamic, just because there's a lot of different shit happening. Oh, okay, he almost had like a cool combo with the black hole. Oh no, you fool. Oh no, 6H. No. 25 25 frame unblockable on an arcade cabinet with 6 frames of input delay. And you can't do the normal, like, gun flame into Fafnir chump check on Faust because you can just crawl under it. So you can see, yeah, Haaken swinging with 6H there in pressure. He wants these big heavy buttons that Faust can't get out of for free. Nice. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. You can see Nage has to take something resembling a risk. Like, he has to just sit there and block. He doesn't have, like, the fucked up stupid normals that Johnny does. I mean, he does, but they're not quite the same. I hate how shitty the intros are in Strive. Being cool is an anime thing. Strive is trying to be cinematic, so it can't be cool. True. Very true. So that, sorry, I want to point out something. This looks like a scrubby burst from Haaken, because he gets hit, and he, like, it whiffs. But he's intentionally bursting here to deny Nage the, like, 25 meter that you get for doing the slap chop. And he's willing to give up his entire burst for that, because this is the final round. If this were round 1, he probably would not have made that call. Wow. And Majin Obama points out that having consistent approaches is as good as being found out because you will be hit. I love the approach that Nage does here. Jump forward, FD air dash. This is so sick. Oh, that's huh? Where the fuck did the springboard go? It's off screen here. Does it just... Oh, it just goes off screen and stops existing? That's interesting. I did not know it stopped existing off screen. Yeah, I'm shook him. It's crazy how they took a concept as cool as Asuka and just made him a spammy idiot. Asuka is probably the coolest character they added in Strive, even if some of his mechanics feel Mugen tier. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Like, Strive is willing to get experimental with a lot of character mechanics, which is fucking nice. Because as somebody who's been playing Street Fighter 6, I'm a little bit tired of strike throw, shimmy, +2 medium, +2 on block, strike throw, shimmy, medium kick being the mix-up for every character. But Asuka's sort of like the opposite end of the problem, where it's like the character is like 5 different characters into one, and you put him in the same game as Soul Bad Guy and Ramathal. I love Haaken. I fucking love Haaken. Chain smoking like 10 cigarettes. Some people have to switch out like their fucking headbands because they get too sweaty. He has to switch out his fucking ashtray because he needs to huff more smoke. Oh yeah, okay, nice, nice. That's an elemental interaction. That's like a fucking Smash Bros thing. Soul is a fire element projectile, so it detonates the oil. Kai can't do that because lightning doesn't detonate oil, I guess. It's really funny. I love that. It's a very relevant part of the matchup, though. It just, I mean, I guess it's not like terribly relevant, but it's like... Poison? Yeah, DPO. You don't want to get mixed into the poison. That safe jump was too perfect. Obscure Guilty Gear fact time. I love this. That safe jump was too perfect. This is a frame perfect safe jump apparent. Okay, this is a frame perfect safe jump. Look at this. He's in the air. He's in the air. Nage's blocking. He's doing jump S. Nage's doing the throw animation. Well, fuck you. You get thrown out of the air. Oh, man. So the reason this works is that on your final airborne frame, because of Legacy Guilty Gear Jank, you are considered airborne and grounded. Like, you're doing a grounded normal, but you are considered airborne. So therefore, if your safe jump is like hitting on this exact frame, you can get thrown on wake up, because wake up throw is just that good. And this did exist in the older games. But there was no buffer for throws in that game for wake up throw, so it didn't, like, it almost never came up. Yeah, that's another thing about the characters spinning. I've run into this a lot because Raven positions himself in throw range a lot because of the glides and stuff. So this noticeably affects Raven Oki sometimes. Sometimes I just do Oki that works, and the game just decides to fuck me out of it because I'm playing Raven, and that's understandable. You know, nobody should play Raven, but it's still a little annoying personally. Oh, nice. Doing the instant overhead that avoids the dead angle. Oh, more. Oh, okay. No, he can't run. You got those Looney Tunes physics. God. Oh yeah, and he gets a little extent, sort of? Okay, not quite. Oh no. He goes nowhere on the oil. Yeah, okay, doesn't blow himself up. Oh. Fucking, yeah, okay. Another regular meteors. He gets past it? No, not quite. No. Oh, sorry, yeah, Vismond, you mentioned that Faust spins 180 degrees frame to frame. That's how cross-up throws or side swap throws work in this game. They just literally just change your orientation on the first frame of the animation. I imagine there was some incredibly stupid, fucked up hack in order to make it work that way. Yeah. Yamashigam, I missed what you said earlier about you used to smoke and how you don't know how the fuck Haaken just chains them like that. I mean, that's the arcade culture, dude. If you're here for like 4 hours after your Japanese, like, Tokyo salaryman job, you'd better make the most of those 4 fucking hours. You need all that nicotine. Yeah, I do try to avoid that throw range when I do Oki on people. The issue is I play a character who's built around magnetizing himself forward into throw range. So sometimes shit just happens. Also, kudos to Haaken for getting beat the fuck up by Omito and taking like tops like a 15-minute break and then going up against fucking Nage, who's like sitting pretty and fresh. Yeah, Haaken willing to burst on that combo because it was guaranteed and he knew that he would take a lot of damage from the risk. Nice. Does he burst? No. Ooh, 6ph throw OS. Counter hit by Golden Hammer. One big hit and he gets stunned. Okay, I think stun's still relevant. Okay. Haaken with a nice Oki situation here, 50 meter to spend. Oh, you didn't block that shit, did you? You're alive, just barely? Just barely. slowing down time. He tried. Oh, you saw Nage walk forward. I think he was expecting like 5H or something, and he tried to crawl under it. And ended up walking into Gunflame. He did the close-ass 5P link there to make it burst safe. Or Gatling. This is what I love about Nage, about Faust as a character, is that he does all this set play, but it's like, most of it is just like space control and frame traps. So it's like you feel really smart for applying this, even though it is like genuinely probably better than you probably should have as a zoner like Faust with that screen control. Yeah, that's OTG. Nobody ever techs Gunflame forward in this game. Just, I don't know if it's a culture thing. Oh, the quadruple D? Nice. Oh no, unblockable? Yeah, Nage almost never goes for the guaranteed S-Door follow-up. I think because he just prefers farming items. And Nage not willing to spend meter on combos, he's just hoarding all of it for defense like this. Oh, Purple Reaper, you fucker, you dumbass, you absolute idiot, you picked purple. I was wrong too, I chose center left and it was on the far right. I did not know that in the older games, Faust does not have the Purple Reaper. He only has like, I think he only has like a Reaper and Angel. Bisman, that was guaranteed death anyway, right? If you had chosen the Angel, oh, fuck, hang on. I was just looking up this. Let me look up under what circumstances the Angel is guaranteed to turn into a Reaper. Cause, fucking, what is it?
And again, for those of you guys coming to Evolution Japan, you haven't made your way over here yet. This is arcade etiquette. You take the win, you take the L, you take some...
If the... Okay. If the Angel is chosen, there's a small chance it will turn into Black Reaper anyway. In the burst version of that super, the Angel will always turn into a Black Reaper. I don't think Hellfire has anything to do with it. According to Dustloop, anyway. And I should, if I have any new viewers who came in, remember to like and subscribe. This is probably the best Guilty Gear that has ever been played in the world. Or some of the best Guilty Gear that ever was played. And I'm going to be bringing you more of it starting next week. Oh my god, the free fucking... Jesus. Oh my god. And the meteors start hitting just as Risk is kicking in, so they do... Oh, that's like a free 20 or 30%. Oh, sick? Oh, oh no! Something that a lot of advanced Faust players do that I don't is recognizing when 5k is going to work and going for it because it's a consistent combo into 2h. And I'm so afraid of 5k whiffing over people's heads that I just never do it, and I just take like 5p2s as a fucking frame trap instead. Anyway. Oh, I thought that combo would be even more. Never mind. Excuse me, sir? Wow. Wow. Surgical precision. That's what I call it when somebody mashes dive kick. If I do it, it's random. Bro, why are you taunting? Yep. Oh, fucking nice. Oh, but he dropped it. No. You gotta do 2H. Okay, he was invincible enough not to get a combo broken by the poison. DP, fuck you. How dare you? Gassed her. It does on Hellfire. Does it? Does the super? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I've never truly understood that. Hellfire interacts with the duration of install supers, so I guess it might interact. It's reasonable that it would interact with chances like that. This is a lot of damage. This is Haaken's round to win. He's got to win this. But you can see Nage has actually built up so much respect by being so good on defense that Haaken's not willing to go in and throw. Oh no. Okay. Oh boy. Nice. Haaken on the board. Haaken isn't very patient anymore. Yeah, I mean, I think he understood. Oh, I think he's understood that you have to be a little crazy as Soul in this matchup just to give Nage more to worry. But he got grabbed. It's the same thing. He got grabbed out of his fucking safe jump. It's the exact same animation too. It's the exact same thing. That's a heartbreaker. Yeah, it's... The thing about Nage is that the thing about Faust is that although he does technically have a hurt box that's quite wide when he gets hit crouching, and quite large when he gets hit standing, he often gets hit at these like weird distances where he sort of reels back. And so like combos end up being like strangely inconsistent on him, even though they are consistent in other ways. It's something that affects sort of legacy characters more. Well, characters with more diagonal attacks. As somebody who plays Raven, like all of my attacks are just hitboxes that go forward immediately. So like far S2S or far S2H and Scratch are all very consistent on Faust. Also, I just really love the tempo of this game. Like this set that they're playing. It's okay. But yeah. I love the tempo of it just because it really requires people to make like lots of small decisions, and Faust almost always enforces that on people in every version of Guilty Gear that he's in. Yeah, I also want to give Haaken credit, because like, if you look at this whole sequence, he gets hit away, doesn't do stupid shit to get hit by the fireworks, free in for Nage, because Nage, of course, he knows all the frame data, he knows that he can run in through this. So like that 2H was basically free. Haaken jumps up, does 2P or jump P to avoid it, doesn't mash, because he's worried about stuff, he's worried about dealing with the jump in. Ascending air to air, doesn't combo, it's all good. Whiff sweep, no big deal. Go back to blocking. Get hit, no big deal. And this is the item stuff I was talking about. This is like the free screen control that Faust gets from items. So it's bomb, sorry, bomb bag into throw bomb. Haaken jumps away, has to hold the space. He doesn't block, but he can't run in because of the bomb. Nage goes for 2H into another item throw. Haaken again forced to jump. Nage intercepts what would have been a forward jump. So Haaken is very smart being patient here. And then he, with that frame advantage, Nage, or that with space advantage, Nage sets up the skewer. And finally, after like 6 seconds, Haaken's allowed to run in. Oh, but it's Mini Faust. Tries to get past Mini Faust, whiffs, whiffs. Tries to get past again, and then finally, after like 3 like aggressive motions in a row, he's allowed to get in. Doesn't quite combo though. I think he could have confirmed this and done sweep. But he's I think all of his mental energy was swept up in not dying. And now it's like just right back. The zoner gets to combo break you and go back to zoning you. Wow. And it's, like, Faust, like, there's a kind of style of Guilty Gear that's like high APM. And you can, oh, hang on. You can see Haaken. He's like, this kind of feeling. Oh, I had him. I had him. I can't grab him. I had him. That's exactly what this game does to you. It's exactly what it feels like fighting somebody who's really good at this game. And you'll meet people who are so good and so hesitationless that they will make you reconsider matchups and character strength. Yeah. Oh no, he wanted to get like a really aggressive punish. What did he get? What did he try to do here? So Haaken baits the burst, or blocks the burst. Oh, he was trying to do wild throw. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it can't be. Wild throw, I'm pretty sure wild throw is throw invincible. No, that's definitely the startup of wild throw. Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, he gets thrown. That's strange. I could have sworn wild throw was throw invincible, but no. Yeah, it went low. Staircase down, low jump cancel instant overhead. The fucking Marvel versus Capcom mix-up. Nage doing 5k. Oh my god, I didn't even see all the fucking risk built up. Oh fuck, yeah, okay. It is... Nage should be thanking every day of his life that Patchy is a Guilty Gear, or is a Faust player, that 5k can avoid Gunflame like this. Oh, he didn't combo at all? Okay, you gotta kill him off of this. Yes, kill him. Damage. Make him bleed. I wonder if the super would have killed him. Whatever. Haaken looks more awake than he was fighting Omito. Like, there are more holes in the neutral game just because Faust doesn't convert into a huge combo off of everything. Oh, he wasn't blocking. He thought, oh no, no, he's dead. He's dead. What was he getting? What was he getting hit by? Was he? No, he just wasn't blocking. He didn't think he'd get hit by it. Or he was like moving the stick around or something. Also, minor thing on Nage's part, actually. He did jump KSH, Roman cancel, double jump H. Which is a smarter version of the combo that I would have done, because I'm an idiot, which would be jump K, double jump KSH, and then, which probably wouldn't have killed, and then wouldn't have had the option to extend the combo with RC, because it would have been at the wrong height. That's a very minor thing that a lot of the more advanced Faust players do, is converting the anti-air hit into as much damage as possible. I was watching RF stream recently, not just for like a few minutes. Who's a long-time Faust player in Plus R, or like in XX. And it was crazy, just like he just got the hit and he just did the maximum damage combo every time. Good play by Haaken here, actually, not getting air unblockable by that 2K. Look, he's got like 6 frames or something of FD. Yeah, so on the frame that he goes into FD, like the next frame he's getting hit. He timed this almost frame perfectly to avoid getting hit. Oh? Yeah, I don't know what Nage was trying to do with that proximity unblockable. Maybe just 5H. Block into 5H. Oh, that's the most Giga plus Gunflame. Oh, he backdashed the command grab. Good shit. Oh, counter hit? D-burst. Yes. I'm listening to Majin Obama describe Nage's approach to the first to tens. It was probably very quiet for you. So what he was saying is, in the previous year, Nage had felt that he couldn't concentrate because the first to tens were too long. So he broke it down into a flow chart this time, where the first few games he's not even trying, like he's just messing around doing stuff. And then around game 5, he like starts to concentrate and focus. And then around game 8, he mentally shifts into the first to 2 mindset. And he plays it the rest of it as a first to 2. So he has this whole mental plan too. And I think that's a huge, huge advantage. You're dead? Okay, yeah. First on the Bandit Bringer. Haaken with a big life leap. Oh, he's got this back to the jump pad. No. Really? Interesting. You generally don't see that in Xrd this much. No, he unblockables himself. Oh my god. This is just a mess. Yeah, Haaken kind of iffy about picking that chocolate up, because it's nice to have the life, but he doesn't want to give Nage more items. Yeah. Another, like, sort of underappreciated thing about Faust items is that, like, obviously it's good to make your opponent block stuff, but, like, the fact that your opponent has to commit to blocking the thing for, like, half a second before means that you get to see this and you get to know that it's going to be this amount of blocks done at this time. So you get to set up this free skewer thrust here. And if we look, I want to see how much meter it builds on block. Not a lot, but it does build some risk. So it's like all of this was like essentially 0 commitment for Nage. And if Haaken runs into it, that's going to significantly increase the combo damage. Oh, he teched forward. It's another thing I love about this game is directional tech with momentum. Haaken just backing up because he's fucking annoyed. Spent 50 meter to do nothing. Oh, nice. Fucking nice Bandit Bringer. Oh, Nage unblockables himself? Oh no. You're alive, just barely. Okay. Oh, he can kill here. He can kill. What a fucking combo. Wow, fucking nice. That was, sorry, I want to go back and watch that whole extended scramble situation again. How long is Haaken? So he gets down to this health bar. Jesus. This is almost like a fucking Nage-esque comeback round, but it's for Haaken instead. So he spends his burst here. And it's like, this is what I fucking love about this game, man. It's just like this huge fucking read into take his burst. And then it's like defensive play, like it's mind-numbing, or it's nerve-wracking making all these decisions and figuring out how to spend meter and make it go your way with all the player decisions. This is terrifying, by the way. Look at Haaken's life bar. It only does about 1 point of chip damage, but this chip damage can kill you, and it's relevant. Poison can't kill you, but the chip damage from poison can. I'm down to the DP. No meter to cover himself there. Small hits. And then all of this lines up so that finally he can set up a fucking Fafnir after Nage squeezes out of Oki twice. And then finally he does this hard-ass combo of stabilizing a dust loop and he gets the round. Go your way against a character who has going my way. It's true. That's why neutral always goes Faust's way. I never knew that before. Sorry, Gempura? Have you ever played Guilty Gear X? I have not, sadly. I would love to go back and play some of the older games, but it's difficult because they don't have good net play. I think Reload has rollback through the Flycast emulator, but I think the community for it is very small. You also have to go like Discord digging, and I'm not really interested in that anymore.
And for those of you guys that don't normally watch Guilty Gear, you don't know that much about this game. This is again, the kind of matchup that should be very easy to understand. One brother trying to get in, the other one trying to put that stop sign in his face. He's gonna have to take gambits to get in. I'm still just mind blazed that this brother is washing down the taste of tobacco with chocolate candy.
So the little candy bar in front of Haaken there is chocolate candy. So it's chain smoking 10 to 20 cigarettes and washing it down with bottled water from a vending machine and chocolate candy. Guzman's every version of XX has rollback on Flycast, but those lobbies are always empty. Yeah. Really, that's interesting. I might want to... Maybe I'll try to... I'll look into that and try to organize something. Because I think it'd be sweet to explore those versions of the game and have some modern footage of people playing like Slash or X or Reload or something. Because Reload and Xrd are almost the same game as far as character combo identities. Like, almost the same combos work. Yeah. Makes sense. Spend that 25 meter. Nice ass throw. Oh. It says a lot about the matchup that Nage has almost never represented 6H as a poke, because Soul is almost never on the ground. You're dead here? He RCs?
We focused on hits for the combo instead of raw damage. Right, perfect, raw damage. But every hit of the combo has to do at least one. So you end up doing more damage to a high guts character by emphasizing hits as your combo.
Haaken didn't stop at 69. Who is that man and what did he do to the real Haaken? Damn, you're right. That's how you can tell he's feeling pressure. Now this is what you want to see as Haaken. Oh, fucking nice. FDC just... Wow. Oh boy. Wild throw. What a fucking read on Nage going to ground. So projectiles don't trigger mortal counters in danger time. So Faust is... His zoning is a little mediocre at taking advantage of danger time. Yeah, and he's happy to take that trade there because he just knows that it's going to kill. The self-destruct combo. The mutually assured destruction. Al-Qaeda shit. He stops at 69, right? That's why he lost that round. He didn't stop at 69. Hell yeah. If it was mutually assured, it would have been a double KO. Oh boy. But oh right, yeah, I forgot. The game gives you blitz. The game gives you 25 meter for blitz. Hang on, sorry. I'm just gonna preemptively do this. Screenshot, please. Whatever. Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright, sorry, it took a moment. Rounds are danger time, my favorite kind of danger time. Black hole? Can't see shit, Captain. We're in a black hole and if we're living in a dangerous time. Okay. I have the invincibility to go through the shockwave. Oh, combo? Yeah. And he gets away from the bomb too. I was worried about that, because the hit stop still allows the bomb to tick down, and there's so much hit stop on counter hit Fafnir. Oh my god, YRC... He has to block the meteors? He has to block the meteors. Tried to avoid them, but he got hit. I wonder if he did try to meaty 2S, or if that was supposed to be like a fake-looking meaty to catch a mash. Oh boy. God bless H Volcanic Viper for being a 2-hit move. Oh no, he actually blew himself up. That's a Faust Hurtbox moment. That's the kind of thing that will get somebody to write an update on the Dust Loop page. Oh. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Xrd's the best. I don't want to just... I mean, I spend a lot of time talking about how Xrd's the best fighting game, but you know, it's the best fighting game. I can't even... Like, I'm in such an awkward position with that, because I always want to put some asterisk, like, if you know how fighting games work, Xrd is, like, the best fighting game. But this was my first fighting game, and I had no idea how fucking fighting games worked. I just played the tutorial, and I just had fun, and then I grew into somebody who went on a life-changing journey of learning and self-improvement. So obviously you don't need to know how any of this shit works in order to enjoy it. Because I was a fucking Melee player before I became a Guilty Gear player. And if somebody who got into the, like, anti-knowledge mindset of Smash Bros. Content creation and competition can grow into somebody as well-adjusted and employed as I am, then, well, I mean, the world's your oyster, bro. Why haven't you made a Mona Lisa by the age of 25? What are you waiting for? Yeah, I sympathize, Shadow Vincent. Smash Bros. Brawl is like one of the best video games ever made, because even though the like core combat is kind of shitty, and oh fucking Christ. Even though the core gameplay is kind of shitty, it's like 20 games in it. And if you had a Wii at a very particular time, then it was also Project M, which was like another 20 games. Ooh, combo! Oh my God, Haaken, you're a mad genius. Fucking going for a side swap Bandit Bringer, you're nuts. Ooh, counter hit. Meteor's coming. He runs under them, right? Yeah. Okay. Something I learned recently, just recently, like a couple of days ago. The meteors adjust their position where they fall on the screen, not on the stage. Yeah, Brawl was like probably the pinnacle of games being released as the boxed product model, where they just put a ton of shit in it, and they expected that you would just have fun with it for a long time. That's why I used clips of Project M in my in the Rivals video, because like that's what you're competing with. Yeah, you're dead here. Very easy, yeah. Brawl is just a great game if you don't want to try hard on it, so it works exactly as intended. True. Very true. I played many hours of Brawl as against level 9 CPUs, thinking that I was good. A lot of instant blocking on Hawkins' side as well. That's something you need to do in this matchup, because he's going to get an opening. Okay, he's getting hit here. He's building like almost an entire bar just from getting hit, which is kind of a consolation prize for having 60% of your life bar vanish. Takes the knockdown? I guess he tried to delay his tech a long ass time. Oh? Goldberg? Oh my good lord. That's woke? Gold bursting is woke? I can't believe Guilty Gear was woke this whole time. Did I see Awesome Sauce's video on Rivals 2? Yes, I did. The video where he spends half of it just trashing and shitting on what is it, Icon's Combat Arena, which is deserved. I'm happy to see that. Thought it was nice of him to draw some attention to games that weren't Melee, and to point out how good Slap City was, because Slap City is amazing. But I mean, Awesome Sauce has declined a bit in my eyes, because of something, sort of the implication he made in one of his most recent videos. I think it was like the second most recent video he made, or the second last video he made. But in the Rivals 2 section, I thought it was funny how he said that Rivals 2 was funded by Off-Brand Games, a publishing company run by Ludwig Ahgren. And I thought, who else is it run by? Who else was it run by, Awesome Sauce? Which other person was involved in Off-Brand Games and giving money to Rivals 2 for like 3 years of its development? Was there another person, or was it just Ludwig? That's fascinating. Why wouldn't you talk about that? That's crazy. Oh, yeah. You get a big juicy combo off of that. You got a burst if you're Haaken. I thought one of them would get blown up there for sure. No! He had the read too. I don't think Nage was fuzzy jumping out of that. Couple of jumpies just for sauce. Okay. Man. Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. Gonna try to, yeah. Ooh, I was thinking about Gunflame YRC and Run-In, but I guess that was a little too predictable, so Haaken wanted to do something spicier. Mana Gem? Yeah, the Mana Gem, that's who Ludwig was working with. You know, one of the more recent hate comments I got about my Rivals video wasn't even on my video. It was on somebody else's video. And I left a comment saying that it was great to see more people being critical of Rivals 2. And then somebody replied to me and then called me like a Pirate Software lookalike or wannabe. Because I have opinions on the internet and I have a deep voice. Let's look at this combo. Let's look at this combo. This Oki. This is a really nice combo, really nice Oki. You have to be a 10-year veteran of video games in order to get a combo like this. I get combos like this, by the way. I could do a better combo, though. No, I won't show it. Getting a hate reply on another video is an admirable level of hate. I know. I know. Like... I wish I could harness the shit that I generate in other people's brains. Oh, Bandit Bringer to go over the mini Faust. That's nice. Ooh, you get to, yeah. Oh no, he was still there. And the big meteor tracks. Yeah, he trapped. Yeah. So whenever the big meteor comes down, you get trapped there for a year, and Faust can do high-low mix. So it's generally better. No. No, not again! It's generally better to try to jump up and block the meteor. But as you can see, Haaken tries to jump it, or he tries to stand up and block it. Tries to jump block it, but he ends up just standing up into it and getting clipped low. So that sucks. Nage actually did the overhead, but it was just a combo. Nice single hit confirm into Grand Viper to get around the poison cloud. But the safe jump is too perfect. I think? Yeah, he's airborne. He's airborne, and this is Nage's throw animation. Oh my god. The safe jump was too perfect. God! Throw mash is so fucking good in this game. His throw mash is so godlike. Oh, okay. I was worried about that 6H for a minute. Just put out that 6H 3 times? Or 6P? Nice. Fucking nice. He doesn't get any combo because mini Faust. But that's nice. He saw the chocolate bar and he glanced back at it, and Nage knew that he was looking back at it, so he just ran up and threw him. This is the face of a man who knows that he was outsmarted. It's like, fuck. Fuck, I looked at the shiny keychain jangling. I shouldn't have been looking at it. Shit. You would think he'd stop trying it after the other times. I mean, it's a fucking, like, basically auto-timed save jump. I'm not gonna stop doing those against Faust because I get thrown, like, 2 out of every, like, 15 times, or 3 out of every 15 times. But it's nuts that it just seems to come up like that, because Nage is so good at timing it. Majin Obama pointing out that nobody else in fighting games is running arcade leagues like this, which was true at the time, and still remains true. This series is partially what inspired me to run the New Year, was it New Year Old Gear series that I ran, which I had fun doing, but which sadly did not translate into any people picking up Guilty Gear and staying with it. Haaken is about to go 420. Jesus Christ, you're right, he is. I'm not sure if I want him to win or lose now. That's a good point. Yeah, you gotta corner yourself to get away from the meteor. Yeah. Dust loop? Fuck yes, nice. That was a sick... What the fuck was the starting hit here, even? He was so close, because the tech in... This was... What is even hitting? Okay, hang on. He does DP. This is SDP, I think? They hit on the same frame, I think. Or it hits one frame faster. So it's HDP RRC into jump D for a combo. That's... Wow. I guess the invincibility... Oh no, it can't keep happening. God. It can't keep happening. He can't keep getting away with it. Okay, he landed. He was going low. Okay, never mind. It's okay. This is normal. This is what's supposed to happen because the lows are slower. Okay. Revolver, couldn't he ignore the donut to prevent Faust from throwing items? Yes, and he's been doing that. I think the reason why he ran across the donut there is because it had been on the screen for several seconds, so it had already locked Faust out of the neutral game, so he figured he'd at least grab it while he was approaching. 6B trades. Haaken with a very meaningful life lead here. But Faust 5k. Meaningful life lead, still pretty meaningful. Nice jump, nice jump. Question, where can you find Xrd arcade cabinets in Tokyo? I think, I know that the Sega Sportsland scene is the current arcade scene. I don't know if Mikado is still like operating at the same level. I think it still technically exists, but I don't believe Jonio streams anymore. Oh, what? Oh, the fucking... The bomb blew up the oil. So he gets hit by the fucking oil column. Oh, he ran away and then... Oh, that's nice. No. He doesn't need the combo. He couldn't combo off the overhead from that range. But he doesn't need the combo, he just needs the hit. Yes, it's also a good point, Bisman. Tokyo is fucking massive. So I'm not sure, like, there might be some hidden place that just doesn't stream. Oh, yeah, pick up that chocolate bar. Still positive on health, although you block this. 5 instant blocks. 6 instant blocks. Nice. We got so much fucking meter to spend on pressure. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. You can do super into burst super here? Just burst super, makes sense. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Now that was a Haaken round. I loved seeing that. He just has to do that about 7 more times. While Nage is still playing first to 2 mode, who just has to random out a single round. Or single game, I mean. 69, okay. The Eastern Kingdom of Mikado, yeah. Alright, Haaken has avoided getting 420'd. The fucking, oh my god, fucking hack and slash. Guilty Gear jank here. So in Strive, this move is just a command grab. In this game, okay. So this is the first 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. What some weird input buffering shit going on here. This is the first frame of Faust 2H, and then he goes into hack and slash, which frame perfect. Okay. So on this frame that you input hack and slash, the motion, it checks to see if your opponent is throwable. If yes, it goes into the 5-frame proximity unblockable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haaken instantly backdashes and it lines up frame perfectly. Only the first hit is unblockable, the rest are just active frames. And then I believe Soul's backdash is 7 frames invincible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 frames invincible, pardon me. And on frame 9 he gets hit. And because the proximity unblockable activated, he still got clipped. And you do get a combo out of that. That's crazy that Nage knows how to do that. Oh, you get to chase this down and punish? 6H, nice. Nice, actually. Really smart punish to know that he wouldn't be able to close the distance to start with close slash. Oh, he gets to combo? Yes, yeah. Combo off of HDP. 50% off of invincible. Okay, never mind. Oh, counter hit? Yeah. You gotta make him bleed for this. You're gonna have to deal with one more Oki situation and a burst. Oh, he didn't confirm. He dropped his meter. Oh, he traded. That's... Or not traded. No, the mini Faust. It saved Faust from Oki. Oh my god. It saved Faust from an air throw. Oh my god. 2D to go under? No. Oh my god. He used Pogo to whiff punish forward slash. Nage is a god. I'm sorry. He's actually a fucking genius. Like, he's so goddamn smart at the game. Should have Dragon installed. Yeah, I mean, it's Haaken. I'm putting myself in Haaken's shoes right here. I'm trying to fucking think about how I can set up Grand Viper chip damage because I'm stupid. Which, I mean, that's like unreliable, but that's how I would do it. So I'm desperately trying to think if Nage will actually stay on the ground or not. And he's like, he's so good at keeping the space, honestly. Like, he's so good at it. He blocks the normal, he doesn't get hit by the normal, goes in afterwards. And this was a great idea. Far slash will beat almost everything that Faust does here except Pogo. And he did Pogo. He could have tried Gold Burst. I think that's probably what he was most likely trying to do. Yeah. So the video for this was about 2 hours long, but the actual gameplay was only about 45 minutes each time. Because Haaken did not have the same magic that we saw from him earlier in the tournament series.
ますので、インターバルをね、どれほど設けるかというのをちょっと確認したいと思います。少々お待ちください。
Pardon me. I was up very late last night, but I'm gonna have to head out now. I've been live for about 2 hours, 10 minutes. Remember to like the live stream. It helps a lot. Remember to leave a comment. Remember to subscribe if you want more. Ring the bell. Sure, why not? But regardless, this has been the end of the Mikado Tournament League series for us. It's not the final video, but we watched the final video last week, which was Omito, Johnny versus Nage Faust. So go and watch that if you want to see the proper end, because it has a wonderful close to all of this. I had some final thoughts I wanted to share about what I'm going to try to do with the rest with my time on this channel when I'm not live streaming, because this live stream stuff has been really helpful in helping to focus my thoughts on Xrd and revisit it from how I used to think of it compared to how I think of it now. Essentially, I was going through a pain period with this game where I did not accept it for what it was, and I was just angry about it because it wasn't what I wanted it to be. And now I'm past that, and I accept it for what it is, and I'm comfortable playing it and talking about it. So you should hopefully see more activity on this channel about Xrd, and not just about shit that I hate, like Rivals 2. And you should hopefully see more things to look forward to that will stimulate you and get you interested in the game as well. When do you think that Raven video will approximately release? I would like to have it done sometime in February, but I can't promise. I got a bit sidetracked talking about certain things, about like the orb and other combos and stuff. But as far as like, I was getting way too sidetracked on that. So if I can rein myself in and cut most of that shit out, and I can focus on how to play neutral, how to anti-air, how to do Oki, how to set up real Oki, and how to spend meter, then that should help, and it should be pretty good. Hopefully before Lucid posts his video on Raven. Yeah, I know, right? That's the fucking Majora's Mask ending that I really want to avoid. Because I really do not want him to dominate the conversation for Raven from now until the end of eternity. So, from what I've been seeing, Lucid is somewhat familiar with Raven, but he's just getting into Raven now because he's reading Dustloop and asking about certain things. So I think I have at least like 3 or 4 weeks. So we'll see. But I really want to light a fire under my ass and spend a lot of time doing that, just because it needs to be done. Revolver, Rivals 2 is a bad game. I've seen your review, even if I don't play Smash games, but I thought that game was okay but flawed. The only thing I know about Rivals is the first game had funny mods. Yeah. See, the first game had funny mods, and it was Smash Bros. Mugen. And then they decided to gut all of that and make it into a bare-bones game with no single-player content, no fun competitive content, no tutorials, and nothing to do except spend infinite money in a microtransaction store. Lucid's video will probably be more popular, but I imagine our video will be watched by actually new interested Raven players. That's the idea. Like, Lucid just has algorithm momentum. But I want to at least say, this is how you play the character, and this is what you should think about. I just hope Lucid quits his series before he touches Elfelt. Well, he might get to Elfelt sometime in like 6 years at the rate he's going. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off for now. Revolver, I heard they were going to add workshop later. They were, and they did just now. Like, they added it within the last week, I think. So the game's been out for like a year and a third without any workshop support, and now it's out with like really messed up, awkward workshop support. It's really convoluted. Guzman, I don't think anybody learns fighting games from those kinds of videos, but maybe I'm just old. No, you're correct. That style of video is for brain-addled TikTok zoomers who don't know how to think about things themselves and to only know how to take in information from a public school teacher and say yes. I saw another video guide in the same style or in a similar with a similar mindset on Sin. It was made by somebody, I forget the name. It was made by some guy who dyed his hair blue or whatever. Neurodivergent blue-haired male, you know, danger signs. And it was like, it's incredible how people are so confident in talking about things and saying like, Beak Driver is a great poke, but like they don't say why it's a great poke. Like, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but like just think about it. Just show like a basic example. Whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. I have to go now. I have to go do things. I appreciate hanging out with all of you. I may not see you next week. I'll post about this on my community tab and on Blue Sky, but I think there's mandatory overtime at the factory next week. So I may try to sneak in a stream on like some day of the week that makes sense for me. I may try to sneak in a stream just on Sunday. I don't know. Maybe Saturday night. I don't know. We'll see. All right. See you later. Thank you for all the community interaction. Remember to shill this channel around to all of your friends who love Guilty Gear and hate Guilty Gear. Next week, I'm going to be back with probably with an old 1st to 10 or something. I think I have the like Daigo 1st to 10 or 1st to 5 that he played early in Xrd's lifespan, but we'll see. I'll see you guys next week.